And it is 9 a.m. and it's WJLX Live at 9 with James Phillips here on 101.5 FM. And I'm joined by two of the just absolute most wonderful ladies in Walker County today. Ms. Linda Lewis, the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Walker County, and Kim Ennis. And remind me the name of your consulting group.
KME Consulting Group.
I should know that because it's your initials. Yeah. Mm-hmm. KME Consulting Group, Ms. Kim Ennis. And they're here today mainly to talk about Leadership Walker County and some of the other programs that the Chamber initiates, junior ambassadors, youth leadership Walker County, just all kind of things that you guys have coming up. And we'll get right into it and talk about Leadership Walker County. You guys were just telling me that it's been this will be 31 years. This will be the 31st class of Leadership Walker County, and that's amazing.
It's wonderful, and what a great team that we have in place. One of the partners that we have is Bevel State Community College. They've been a player for how many years? 25 years, did you say?
Yes, 25 years.
Yep, and that's when my friendship with Kim came about, Dr. Ennis, and it's been a great partnership and a great program. Not that it wasn't a great program prior to that, but once we connected with Bevel and Dr. Ennis and Bevel's team, it's been successful and it continues to grow.
Well, and you guys, do you know, I bet you don't know a total number of people who've been through it in the 30 years.
Well, you take 30 years and you multiply that by at least 25. And that would give you an average. Sometimes the classes, we were talking about that today, range over 30, and then maybe you'd have a class that was around 20, so it varies each year. But if you take about 25 and you multiply it by that, you should come up with a good amount of participants, good amount of alum, good amount of students, good amount of projects, and we'll talk about that too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very successful program. I'll tell you, James, and I think Dr. Ennis will agree with me on this, when you get people knocking on your door to come into the program instead of us knocking on their doors, asking them to be a part of the program, you know the program is good and it's successful.
Yeah.
Word of mouth.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, I'm a graduate of Leadership Walker County in 2016, and then Terrell's in here videoing and producing for us, and he was a 2017 graduate, so we know exactly how much fun it can be. And also, a lot of people, I would say Terrell and I probably not as much because of what we've done over the years. We kind of know the things that are happening and the different things that you guys put people through, you know, as far as where you take them and what you teach them about. But most people who come through the program, they may not have seen a lot of this and may not know a lot of it, may not have ever even talked to maybe the mayor or the police chief or people like that you guys kind of bring in for networking and stuff. So it's just a really eye-opening experience, I think, for a lot of Walker County residents.
Oh, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I would agree. I know people see things they've never seen in Walker. They drive by buildings, they drive by business and industry. They don't know what goes on in there, but we take them through those places, such as Jasper Lumber Company.
Right.
I mean, that is now a fascinating tour to include that. Yes.
Oh, yeah, because they get to go in all those kind of industrial type places that you do, like you said, you drive past it all the time, but you don't know exactly what goes on in there, and it's like taking you behind the curtain and letting you see what happens.
Correct. And another one that we take them to is Heisha Manufacturing, you know, the German-based company that's located in our industrial park.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, one of the sessions that we have is on economic development and industries that are here. And one of the things on their applications, we ask them for problems and solutions that they see. And economic development is a big part of the puzzle, the picture here. So it's good when they have issues that they go into the industrial park, see what's there, because a lot of people say we need industry. And I think they're surprised with the amount of industry that we really do have in our industrial park.
Yeah, and probably surprised by the different types of industry that we have. We don't have just one thing, like a lot of places may have, like auto supplier or something like that. We have a lot of different type of industries in our industrial park.
A lot of nationalities.
Yeah, definitely a lot of
in the
nationalities too.
industrial park.
Let me piggyback off of economic development for workforce development, because that's where I lived for many years.
Yeah.
And one of the things I think I'm going to highlight Bevel State, the Summiton campus.
Oh yeah,
There
that's a
are
fun trip too.
so many people who do not know about the great programs on the Summiton campus.
Yeah.
And so I think that's always an eye-opening experience
Oh, yeah.
to visit that campus.
I remember going through it, and because they have they have the health initiatives, they also have air conditioning. I remember going through that, and then the mine program.
Underground mining simulation.
Yeah, that's something that really opens everybody's eyes, and you get to drive a truck sometimes, like the simulator
Yes,
truck,
Yes.
and then
yes.
go into the actual simulated mine. And that's really neat.
Did we take you through cosmetology?
Yes,
Do you
yes.
do you remember that?
I didn't get any work done while we were there,
Yeah.
but I needed some.
Well, I guess we're all getting there.
I may need a new hairdo after this is all said and done.
And one of the trips that do y'all still go to the hospital each year?
We do.
Because that was eye-opening for me personally, because I remember a lady was talking, and I don't remember who it was, but she had a little tool thing in her hand, and she twisted it, and the thing kind of popped up and opened up, and she said that's what we use to get kidney stones. And I thought, oh my goodness, that thing's been inside me.
That's true.
And it was scary.
It's true.
Oh, my gosh. Well, it is an 8-month program, and we don't want to scare people when we say an 8-month program.
Right.
It's just one day,
Yeah, 1 day per month.
right, that you are devoted to us
Yeah.
on that particular day. And each month deals with a different topic. Like you said, one month it's healthcare. 1 month it's economic development. 1 month it's local government. 1 month we go to Montgomery.
Yes.
And we meet with our legislative delegation. And we've been working real hard this year, and I'll get it right this time. I want to say Senator
Right. Yes.
Matt Woods.
Yeah.
So we've been working with him to develop our plan for what we're going to do when we go to Montgomery and who we're going to meet with when we go to Montgomery. It's exciting, and it's like both of you have said, we have people that live here in Walker County that's never even seen or experienced some of the things
Yes.
that you'll experience through Leadership Walker County.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And you guys feed everybody pretty well too.
Food is a hook for
It
people.
is a hook,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I went through this program in 1998. And it was not Bevel State.
I was born that year. No, I'm joking.
James, stop it.
I was born in '78.
Well, okay, give me there, 20 years. And it was, a different consultant operated it then, and they were very pricey. Consultants are pricey.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And the food was very limited when I went through the program, and we learned from that. Food is critically important when
key.
you bring people together.
Yes, definitely. Now, does Knights of Columbus, do they still do?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Because that's the highlight of the entire thing. If people go eat with
They
Knights of
will love
Columbus.
you saying that.
Yes.
One of our sessions, and that's at local government, we do meet at St. Cecilia Catholic Church.
Yeah.
And the Knights of Columbus are our host for that day. And if you've never eaten their barbecue, get ready because it's fabulous.
Yeah, I may show up that day just if y'all let me sneak in
Hey,
to eat.
alum are welcome.
Please
There you
do. Please do.
Alum
Please
are
do.
welcome.
Now, are you guys signing people up now? Is that or is it full for this year, or what's this year looking like?
Oh, give me a high five on that
We're
one.
doing pretty good.
Yes, we are up to 26.
Oh wow!
The applications just went out 2 weeks ago. So the class is filling up quick.
Yeah.
And if anybody is interested, they need to get in touch with Dr. Ennis or myself because there will be a cutoff point.
Okay.
But right now, it's still open.
Yes.
Don't worry. We want your applications. We want to talk to you about it. And every time we get a new person, a new participant that comes in, I mean, we're just best buds. Over the years, we've grown so close, and we know what works. This is why we make such a good team.
Yeah.
We are polar opposites.
We are.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what makes a good team.
It really does.
Right. We both scare each other, but we work well together.
Right. And you hold each other
I
accountable.
scare you.
Sometimes you do. Oh, but we work together with such a great team. And I'll tell you, we have two other people on our team that is so instrumental, and that is Chad Hayes. He's with Alpha. New team member, what? Is this his third year to be with us?
I think it will be his second year. He went through 1 year, and then last year he was on the team.
Okay. And the other is Janet Kennedy with Bevel State Community College, because like I said, they are a partner with us. And so this makes up our team. This makes up our leadership team. We all bring something different to the table. Before we even begin classes, we talk each year about what worked the previous year and what didn't work, what we can do to improve the program. And I think that's what makes the program stronger each year. It's like kids in high school. 1 year you'll have a real strong group,
Yes.
and the next year they're ho-hum.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
that's what makes the world go round.
So I was in the strong group and Terrell was in the ho-hum group. That's what
Could have
I'm saying.
been.
I believe that is correct.
We almost had to put you and some of your fellow participants in the timeout corner.
Yeah, we did have a problem or two. And I'll name him. It was Keith Davis, but he was the troublemaker. It wasn't me.
Oh, like you're never a troublemaker.
Yeah, I've never caused any kind of problems or stirred a pot at all. That's
Well,
not my job.
I will tell you, it
No,
was
it's
always an
not.
interesting class when they were there.
It was. And it's funny that we both vividly remember you as
Yeah,
a team.
right. That was the first thing this morning as we were talking that they brought up was that, oh, yeah, you and Keith Davis, we had to separate y'all, and there's no way we were letting you on the same team.
No, no way.
No, no.
We knew it was trouble on day one.
Now, have you ever had just a problem person you had to kick out or anything? Almost like school? Y'all got alternative school that you send them to?
We
No.
almost put you in timeout, like I said, but we've never
No.
had.
No.
Yeah.
The very first day, we advise people not to miss any of the classes, and sometimes we understand if you do, because you're in a business.
Right.
And things happen in your business, so we understand that. Or maybe you have to take a half a day because someone's coming in, or you've got to be there, you know, for your daily operations. We get it. We work with you. But the very first day is a day you really don't need to miss, because this is what really molds you together.
That's true. That's definitely true. Yeah. And there's a lot of, do y'all still do like the team building exercises on the first day and
We
things
do.
like that? Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That was, I know when we went to Bradford, wasn't it?
You probably
Yes,
did.
we used to go to Bradford.
Yeah, we went to
yes.
Bradford and we had to do all these, like, I mean, they were almost impossible, or seemed to be. But then when you figured out how to do the team building exercises, they were actually fairly easy. It just, you had to think about it, you know,
Right.
and think outside the box a little bit.
Well, that's just the way it is in life.
It really
you know,
is, yeah.
You have to work on a team wherever you work, and you probably have conflict and issues, but you find a way to get to the outcome
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you're all aiming for.
And you know, everybody has different personality traits.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that very first day, Dr. Ennis takes them through personality traits. So you understand a little bit more why people think the way they think. You know, every time that we, in the 30 years, go through these personality traits, it reminds me of why Dr. Ennis thinks the way she thinks.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, it has to come home
Yeah.
to me every now and then.
Right.
And she understands a little bit more, you know, how I think.
I can't remember which animal I was.
Wow, I can't believe I don't remember
Yeah.
that. I usually remember that about people.
I can't remember which one I was now. I don't know. I know in recent personality tests, I have been called a maverick. That was in one I had
You
a
were
couple years ago.
probably a foxy lion, if I
Oh
could
yes,
guess.
yes. That's what I was. Yes, mostly a lion, I think, is what it was.
I could see that.
Yeah,
Yes, I could see
with
that.
a little foxy
Yes.
flair to him.
Yes.
I
That Foxy would be your maverick
Right,
piece.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, maybe we're piquing an interest a little bit to everybody that's out there watching and listening today. Are you a fox? Are you a maverick?
Right.
Are you a?
That
I'm
could
not
be
going
a
to get into it.
Some
Not
people
gonna-
could be a
Right.
dog, isn't it? Like a dog was one of them. But
They
they're
could
talking
be.
about the first day they go through personality traits, and you guys kind of separate the teams into like everybody goes with a different personality, so you can show how to work together and that sort of thing.
We do that, and like we may have a large group of educators. We're going to try to separate those educators and put them on separate teams.
Right.
They don't want to be separated
Yeah.
because people want to be in their comfort zone.
Yeah, everybody wants to be with who they know or
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
But part of the leadership and networking is putting you in a little bit of an uncomfortable place so you
Yeah.
can grow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I will tell you this too. Once they're separated and get in their team, the bond and the
Yeah.
friendship that they have lasts forever.
Definitely.
After that year that they participate, they remain friends. And do you know, they can pick up the phone and call that person that was in their class, and it's just, they take their phone call where maybe they wouldn't have before.
Yeah.
But that friendship and that bond is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, definitely so.
Let me tell you somebody that was on my team, and you're Reverend, and I can't remember his name.
Lewis, he went through it one year.
No, I shouldn't have brought him up, but maybe I'll think of it in a minute. But I loved him. I loved working with a pastor that went through when I did. It was
Yeah, and that's another thing. This year we have 2 ministers
Okay.
that are
Yeah.
signed up
Yeah.
to go through it. Let's see, we've got 4 from the Jasper PD that's going through it. We've got 2 pastors. We've got 3 from the Walker County school system. I'm trying to think of some of the ones. We've got various businesses. We've got someone from Haisha going through it. So it's all walks of life.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely so.
People, all
and
industries.
Reverend Johnson from Methodist Church went through last year. And that's the thing, you know, there have been times when people will think, well, has it served its purpose? Well, Leadership Walker County will always be relevant because there's always new people coming in and going.
Right.
And just that need, you know, to be immersed in the community.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think definitely so. Anything else about Leadership Walker County? I'm going to take a break in a second, and then we'll come back and talk more about it and about the youth programs as well. But when we come back, I think we could talk about some of the different projects over the years that have come out of Leadership Walker County, if you guys think that's a good topic.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's take a break real quick. You're listening to Live at 9 with James Phillips. This morning, our guests are Linda Lewis and Kim Ennis, and we will be right back after this quick break. And we're back on Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX 101.5 FM. Today's guest, we've got Linda Lewis and Kim Ennis, and we're talking about leadership Walker County right now. And while we were in the break, we were talking about the different projects that you guys have done over a 30-year span now. And I mean, just in thinking about it during the break, you guys were jotting down things like crazy. And there have been so many huge things that are in our community that people probably have no idea that it kind of, if it wasn't birthed, like something happened in leadership Walker County that have made those things pop up. So you guys talk about some of the different ones and your favorite ones.
One that we've always focused on is the Apex Playground. That was groundbreaking, I think, here in Jasper. That Jennifer Smith, that was her team, and that was their brainchild. And the Apex Playground has just been a phenomenal project that we're really proud of.
And for people who may not remember the name Apex, that's the Memorial Park splash pad playground
Right.
when it first started
By
there.
the natatorium.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I just
Yes.
had a birthday party there over the weekend, so it's a great
Yes,
place for families
yes.
to go.
And let me tell you, it didn't happen overnight.
Right.
But once I told you, once these teams mold and get together, 8 months is this program. And sometimes the project needs more than 8 months.
Right.
But these people see it through.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about the Apex and you go up there and you see the playground and you think, how did they do this in 8 months? It didn't happen overnight. But the group stayed together and make sure it became a reality for
Yeah.
the community.
And the main focus of it was a disabled child access playground.
Right.
Something that if you're just going along every day in life, you don't understand how important that is for a child that has a disability.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely
it's
so.
fabulous.
Which reminds me, one of the groups did the swings. We're working on the swings to try to get access to available swings that would accommodate all children in some of the playgrounds. So I know that they had written grant money to try to get the grants to furnish some of the swings for some of the playgrounds. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and another one that just happened in the last few years is the First Ride.
Oh, this is dear to me. I love this. And a lot of times, you can't think right away of a project to do, and it scares people. And I understand that because I went through leadership Walker County too. But this particular project, when we went to the hospital, we listened to the nurses, and one of the nurses was in the maternity ward that helped to deliver babies. And I didn't realize this, and I don't think Dr. Ennis did either, but you have got to have the right type of car seat in order to take that child home. And a lot of these car seats, the nurses were purchasing car seats because the parents couldn't take the child home until they had the appropriate car seat
Right.
to carry that child home. So one of the groups, after they heard the presentation that day, formed a group and called it the First Ride. And they got with the public, they got with the community, they wrote grants, and they were able to fund car seats. So it didn't come out of the nurse's paycheck, it came out of the project and the money that they raised, and they're still doing that today.
Wow, yeah, that is
So
really neat.
I'm very excited about that. So the parents are able to get the child home when they're ready to go home, when they're dismissed from the hospital.
Yeah, wow, that is really, I didn't even realize that
I
one was
did
going
not
on.
realize that.
Another huge one that came out about 3 years ago is Bite of Reality. And that is a simulation for like high school students to have to build a personal budget.
Okay.
And it's actually a software program they do on their phone, and they have to buy a car, they have to have daycare. They're assigned a credit score in this simulation. I love that. I did it just day before yesterday with
Yeah.
the Walker College Scholars Foundation group, and it's amazing to me. They have a credit score, and then I say, "What is your credit score?" 504, and I'm like, "You got work to do. You got work to do.
Yeah.
If you walk away from this with nothing else, understand how important a credit score is." So, bite of reality, it is that those sessions are held in nearly every high school in the county. We hold
do it in our
youth leadership. It is just a dynamic program for students to really learn about real life.
Yeah, that's really good, and it's something that you may not learn in high school, but to be able to get that kind of knowledge, they'll keep that the rest of their lives.
Yes, so important, so important.
One other that I really liked that we were talking about that I had forgotten was the dog park, because I am so into animals and pets and abandoned animals and abandoned pets. You know, Ray and I don't know how many that we've fostered and gotten ourselves. But anyway, it was a dog park. The community saw a need because there wasn't a dog park.
Right.
For people that wanted to walk their animals or take their animals to or to exercise their animals. And help me out, where is it located? It's over there.
It's Eagles Point. Is that the
Yes.
name
Yes.
of it?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's off Walston Bridge Road.
Yes.
Kind of
Right.
behind the.
Eagles Nest.
Yeah.
Is that the name
Eagles
of it?
Nest,
That,
yeah.
subdivision.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's behind there, so if you don't know that we have a dog park, we do have a dog park. And that
Yes.
was working with the city and the powers to be, and we may even have a sign that says Leadership Walker County up there. That was one of their projects that they did. But yeah, rescue animals, like I said, I'm all about that.
Well, and that park is always busy. There's always people there with their animals because my daughters take their dogs there a lot. I take my dog there a lot, and it's just a pretty place, and it's easy exercise, and you can get out and have fun with your dog. Or you know, I guess people really don't bring their cats probably, but
Oh,
That's why it's called a dog
dog
park.
park, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
not a pet park.
yeah, not a
Right.
pet park, yeah,
But that was a great project, and I love that project, and huge for our community.
yeah. What's you got any others written down there right now?
Secret Pantry.
Oh yeah,
That
Secret
was
Pantry.
a really good one. A few years ago, a team worked on where they set up a closet in schools where people could get free toiletries or things that students just might not have at home.
Right.
So that's just such a
Because I think they have like things like deodorant and feminine products
yes.
and
Toothpaste.
and toothbrushes and even some clothing maybe sometimes. I think they have
Yes.
extra clothes in case something happens at the school, that kind of thing.
yeah. So that's one that we're really proud of.
You know, it's funny because another one just last year was at T.R. Simmons, the little basketball court, how they revitalized it and did a lot of beautification to the outside out there. When you have educators, that's the first thing they focus on. How can I help the educator? And then it's different, when you go to the hospital, it's how can I help with health care? It's just funny how when you get this group of individuals, they all have a passion.
Oh yeah.
They all want to do something for the community. It's just now, what are we going to do? And a lot of times it's understanding there may be 4 different projects that group may want to come up to, but they've got to work together as a team to figure out which project that they feel is the most important for the entire community.
A fascinating part of that T.R. Simmons program, Guido from Heisha
Yep.
is on that team. And Guido is from Germany. And that just brings a whole different culture and diversity, of people networking together in our community. And that was really great to watch. Now, don't ask me to pronounce Guido's last name.
We won't.
Thank you.
We won't put anybody on the spot.
Thank you. But
He's like Madonna. It's just Guido.
it's just Guido.
Yeah.
And just that diversity, and it's just great.
And they worked a lot with the Children's Advocacy Center
Yes.
to help give it a new facelift to
Right.
paint.
Yes.
They've
Yeah.
done the DHR to where they've come in and they painted rooms and made that user-friendly. Another project is when children have to go to court. They really didn't have a nice place to go to court while they were waiting. Maybe these children have to go into court to testify.
Right, yeah.
So they fixed a room up for, I forgot the name of it. But,
I don't remember either, but yeah.
but they went together and they made it user-friendly for those children to come in to feel more at ease
Yeah.
instead of just a dull room where you're sitting there waiting. It's more,
Well, just like
age.
kid friendly, where they
Yes.
could be there and not
Books
be
and-
bored, and
right.
because I mean, I've never, thankfully, I've never had to take my child to a court proceeding. But if you just take them to a doctor's appointment, or you know, like if they're sitting in a waiting room, if there's not something kid friendly, you probably want to choke them before you get out of there.
Yes.
You know, because and it's just them being kids. It's not anything bad. So to have something like that at the courthouse is a really neat
Yeah.
idea too.
Very good. That was a great one.
Yep, and another thing that I'd like to talk about real quick, because I don't know how much time that you've got.
We got a
But
few
that-
more minutes.
That's our Youth Leadership Walker County program. We've got adult leadership and we've got youth leadership, and Dr. Ennis is a part of that also. And our leadership team for this year for youth leadership is Maria Ross Campsey, Jake Sanders, Jeremy Piper, myself, and Kim is the team leaders for Youth Leadership Walker County, and it's for 11th grade juniors. You have to be in the 11th grade to apply.
Right.
We've got applications at the chamber, or they can go through their counselors. And tomorrow school starts. They need to check with their counselors to get an application. Deadline is August the 28th. We have to have the applications back into the chamber. We can only take 40 children. And this is a huge program. And this year we've re-looked at the program, and children change. They don't, well, I shouldn't say children, they're young adults really when they come into the 11th grade. But we looked at the program last year and we had so much sit-down time. We felt like there needed to be a little bit more interaction
Right.
and a little bit more activity. So we're excited about the program this year. It's an 8-month program also. And this year we're going to have the youth do a project,
Yeah.
just like the adults. And we haven't had them do one in a long time, but we felt like they needed to get together, work together as a team to see an accomplishment and something that would be great to give back to the community.
And leadership and youth leadership was born out of Leadership Walker County.
Right.
It was a project.
That's another project.
It was, and look at it. It is now about 25 years strong.
Yeah.
Well, Jana Kennedy,
Right.
it was her
Team.
adult Leadership Walker County team that birthed Youth Leadership
Yes.
Walker County. And after, I remember taking the group to Coleman, because Coleman had a youth leadership. We wanted to see what worked in Coleman, and we brought it back home, and they developed their own program, and it's another one that the counselors love, the parents love. Great for your resume.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Your kids, some
Yeah.
of your kids went through
Yeah.
this also,
Yeah.
and it's great for your resume for college. It's great.
And James, the premise of it is patterned a lot like Leadership Walker County. Each month there's a different topic that we'll be exploring, and they'll learn about, economic development and different things. So it's another really, really great program.
Yeah. So kids, be sure to get with your counselors. You don't have much time. August 28th.
August 28th.
So August 28th is the time to apply, and it's very competitive too. Like,
Yes.
It is.
there's not just 40 kids that apply every year.
No.
There's 100 kids that are applying,
More than 100.
and so you know and you guys have to go through and select who makes it.
We do not select. We take their applications.
There is a process.
Right.
There is.
Yes.
But judges.
Right.
Yes.
So yes.
Well, let's
And-
not blame it on Linda and Kim,
No, it's not us.
but somebody's selecting these kids.
Right.
Yeah.
It goes through judging, and let me tell you, if they don't fill out the application right.
Oh, that's
follow-
the first thing that I throw it in the garbage.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do.
I
because-
did that with people who would send in a resume or send in an application. When I'm the person hiring, if you can't fill that thing out correctly, then I don't know if you can follow any directions.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, because they're
Right.
not very difficult.
No,
No.
they're not. And it's easy process. It's an application you fill out. They do have to write an essay.
Yeah.
And I think probably that's the most time consuming for them to think about to write an essay. But it's easy. And like I said, it's something that is tailored out of adult leadership.
Yes, it is.
But it's something that we sat down this year with our youth leadership team, and we did want it to be more hands-on and not so much sit down. But there are 2 sessions that the youth and the adults work together. And one is the substance abuse,
Mm-hmm.
and I really, Kim does an excellent job pulling them all together on that. But I think sometimes it's good that the youth hear the concerns of the adults, and the adults hear the concerns of the youth.
Right.
The youth can't really talk to their parents, and sometimes parents can't really talk to their siblings.
Right.
Their
Or their children.
children, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. And so it helps connect the two on different concerns. It's a powerful
Great
day.
day.
Yeah.
It's a great day.
Yeah, we get testimonies from people coming in that day. It's just huge. And Dr. Ennis, like I said, does an excellent job pulling that day together. And also, we go on the Montgomery trip together.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
take, if you remember,
Yeah.
I think the youth went with y'all, if
I
I'm
think
not
so.
mistaken.
I think that's right.
And we take 2 buses and.
I was having too much fun to even notice there were
That's
kids there.
right.
Yeah.
But we take 2 buses, and it's huge because it shows great partnerships. The legislative delegation loves to see the crowd together. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, those 11th grade students will be voting soon.
Yeah.
And it's good that they see everything that's going on a state level.
Yeah. Well, and I know our local legislators, they always like to see a big group because there's groups coming throughout the entire session, and there'll be people from Birmingham and Mobile, and they always bring these big groups. And so for Walker County to have such a large outpouring of people, it means a lot to them to see that, you know.
And James, there are people that will never see the legislature in action.
Right. Yeah.
And that is really something to behold.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I mean,
It's
I've been
quite a
lucky.
process.
I've been lucky enough to be there a lot,
Right.
and you get to. There's a game that's played, and you get to see this game being played out. And for people who go, really, you don't have to go sit in the gallery. It's almost better to hang out in the hallway because that's where a lot of the action happens. You know.
Right.
Yes. And there are people that would never get an opportunity to see that,
Yeah.
pull that curtain back.
Right,
So
yeah.
It's a
Well-
great day.
Yeah.
And the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yes.
know, until we started doing it, I'd never been into the Supreme Court building
Right.
and have a justice or an associate justice come and talk to everybody and to
Yeah.
address them.
Yeah.
And to see how the laws of the lands are made in the state of Alabama. Very interesting, the
Yeah.
Supreme Court.
It definitely is.
Mhm.
Yeah. How about junior ambassadors? You want to talk about them for a second before?
Yes, I will. Junior Ambassadors, it too is an 8-month program, totally different from our
Right. From the youth
Le-
leadership.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally different. We have a project every month, a service project every month. Those, we like to have seniors, but we will take juniors in that. Juniors or seniors. One of the projects we do that I think everybody remembers, because we do this every year, is Pets on Parade.
Yeah. Yeah.
You brought your pet
I've
down.
brought my pet, and my kids have brought their pet, so
And-
we plan on bringing them this year too.
Good. And Daisy, I believe, last year was one of our junior ambassadors.
Yep.
Great young lady. She's going places. Love her.
Yeah. I think she might get somewhere.
Great junior ambassador. But, you know.
But
it's-
she got involved with Pets on Parade at a really early age you probably don't remember, but back probably close to 10 years ago, she would come each year with her little wiener dog.
Mm-hmm.
And like one year, I know the wiener dog wore a Superman outfit, and she wore a Batman outfit or something. You know,
Wow.
like so they.
Yep.
But she's been involved with Pets on Parade for a long time now.
Yep. That's where you bring your pets, and let me tell you, we've had horses, we've had goats, we've had chickens, we had a snake one year, and I said, that is the last year we do the snakes. I can't handle the snakes. I don't care if it is your pet. But they raise money for the Walker County Humane Society Spay and Neuter program.
Right. Yeah.
Which helps people that need that little bit of help to have their pets spay or neutered.
Yeah.
That's just one of the programs, but they adopt a child at Christmas to help get the things on their wish list. We help with canned food drives along the way.
And don't you adopt a senior, like a senior citizen
Yes,
too?
thank you. We adopt a senior. You know, a lot of times the older people, I can say that because I'm
You're not there yet. but
almost there. But you know, a lot of times the seniors are left out. So yes, we do an angel tree for the seniors and work with the various agencies in the community. So like I said, each month they help with Groundhog Job Shadow Day, which is
Yeah.
another program we can talk about in another day
Yeah.
on what we do with that. But they help with all these. And if I didn't have those kids, a lot of these programs, you know, might not be funded, or they would be funded, but this just helps a little bit better, you know. But when they go to college, you know, they can put their Chamber of Commerce of Walker County Junior Ambassador, but look at all these things that they can list on their resume.
Right.
The Walker County Humane Society, the Adopt a Family, all of these different projects that we do, they can list those individually.
Right.
And I will tell you, I know Dr. Ennis or myself are always there for the young people if they need any kind of recommendations when they go to college, or anything to help with their resumes, or if we can help them with their resumes along the line. Give us a call. We're right there at the chamber. Be glad to help any of those young people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we have got a lot of good young people in the community. I know like I said, she's one of my best buds in the whole world.
Yeah.
Our adult and our youth, you know, she's right there, and, you know, we go back and we talk, what can we do to make these programs stronger?
Yeah.
To keep more people more active and more connected in the community.
Well, and that's one thing that we try to focus on here on my show is just the good things that are happening in the community and the positive things that are going on, because you hear so much about the negatives. Like, we want to promote the positives. And there's not a lot that are more positive than what you guys have done over 30 years now. And that change, you know, it's generational at this point. Like, you've gone through one generation
Absolutely.
and starting on the next, and then you're already starting on the next with the youth leadership program. So
Well, and I will tell you this, and I've told Dr. Ennis this. We've had young people that may have left the community because they think things are so much brighter outside of Walker County.
right,
But as they get a little bit older, in their 30s, they come back to Walker County.
yeah, they realize how special it is.
They do.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, a lot of those have gone through our youth leadership Walker County that now want to go through the adult leadership
Yes.
Walker
Right,
County.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we
You're
can-
definitely getting into that now, aren't
We
you?
We
are.
are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Well, ladies, I sure do appreciate you coming in today, and anytime that we can help you at the station, and you're more than welcome to come back on my show anytime. Just let us know what we can do to help, and we love to sponsor and partner and do anything we can do with good things happening in the community. So whatever we can do to help, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call.
Well, listen, this
We
is
will.
I
Thank
know
you.
I know you guys will.
Thanks, we appreciate it. And y'all are both doing such a great job up here. You know, I listen to your show a lot, and I've learned a lot.
Well, good. That's what
Yeah.
we're hoping to do, is let people know what, things that they don't know. Or I really enjoy highlighting people who may not be the people that you always see about, like people who are doing the interesting things that maybe nobody knows about.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. So it's good to show the good things happening in Walker County. And thanks you guys for listening this morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning And our guest is going to be Dr. Dennis Willingham, the superintendent of Walker County Schools. Tomorrow's first day of school, so what better day than to have Dennis Willingham on to talk about all the things happening here at the start of the school year. I want to thank our sponsor, Young Jewelers. Thank them for coming on. They contacted us and wanted to be a part of Live at 9, and we sure do appreciate that. You heard their commercial during the break. Coming up next, we've got Woody Wilson, the professor of rock and roll, will be here, so tune in from 10 to 2 to listen to Woody. You're going to learn quite a few things during his class today. So thanks you guys for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow on Live at 9 at WJLX.